So guys, this is an advanced topic and can be really confusing. So I'll try and break this down for you. It's called metabolic toggles. So metabolic toggles is you're using your activity and your calorie deficit to kind of create different scenarios in your body to toggle different metabolic strategies in your body. So here we have activity. So we got your RMR that we can work out separately. So once you know your RMR, you're going to times it by one of these multipliers, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. And what gives you these multipliers is your activity. So I broke this down in the Lean for Halloween guide, how to work out your RMR and which multiplier to use, what this constitutes in. So this would be exercising less. So you use a smaller multiplier. And if you're exercising more, so this is EL, exercise less, EM, exercise more, you'd use one of these higher multipliers. So if you're very active, you have an active job, you're doing loads of steps, you're doing several workouts a week, maybe even a couple of workouts a day, your multiplier is going to be a lot bigger. And then you've got this ER, which is exercise right. And this is exercise right for everybody. Everybody is different. So this could be 10K steps and 3 workouts would be this kind of multiplier of 1.3. Is this right for everyone? Not necessarily, but we're just going to be working it out. And then we've got 2 other concepts we need to get in here. So we got this, minimum effective dose. So if you're looking for an improvement in either fat loss or muscle gain or fitness, you've got a minimum effective dose that you need to do. So if you've built a bunch of muscle, but you're wanting to go on a deficit and you don't want to lose any muscle, you have a minimum effective dose. You have a little amount of workout that you can do that will still cause an adaptation in your body. And then you've got this MRV, which is maximum recoverable volume. So just because you decide to do 3 workouts a day and do 20,000 steps doesn't mean you can recover from that. And what will really dictate what your minimum effective dose and your maximum recoverable volume is how much energy you're getting into the system. Yes, sleep plays an important part, but how much food you've actually got in the system, how much fat you have to lose. The leaner you get, the less your body wants to give up fat. The bigger you are, you might be able to get away with a bigger deficit and have a better recoverable volume. The leaner you get, you might need to go into a different thing. So here we've got our deficits, and this is assuming that you want to lose fat. So we've got a 10% deficit, 20% deficit, 30% deficit, 40% deficit. I don't like just giving someone a straight 500 calorie deficit because it depends how much energy you have to play with. It works out way better just taking a percentage of that deficit rather than saying, hey, you've got 2,000 calories a day to break even. Let's take 500 off that so you lose a pound. That doesn't work for everyone. It's better to take a percentage, and the percentage isn't for the goal you want. It's for the deficit that you can handle so you can sustain this diet long enough to make meaningful fat loss in your body. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our activity and match it to a deficit, and then metabolic toggles is just moving this around. So you may start the Lean and Halloween guide at this 10K steps, 3 workouts, and choose a 30% deficit. But as you move into October, the nights get darker, you maybe have less time for workouts, and you might actually go down here to this 1.1, so your RMR times 1.1, and you might actually choose a smaller deficit. So each time you change one of these toggles, you need to rework out your total daily energy expenditure because each one of these will meaningfully change your total daily energy expenditure. So you rechange your daily energy expenditure and then you rework out your deficit. And these are toggles. You might go crazy and do this exercise more, 1.6, and have a 40% deficit. And then you might change and go to this medium and a 20% deficit. You might go 1.2 and have a 10% deficit. This is totally up to you, and this is how you're going to manage your diet. And this is just metabolic toggles, switching between exercising more, exercising less, eating more or eating less. And you can also have a 0% or even a plus 10% here if you're wanting to hit maintenance or slightly above maintenance. So if you're doing this 1.6 like you were training for an event, you might actually go plus 10 to give yourself enough recoverable energy so you can meet this maximum recoverable volume, which is something you might need to consider depending on where you are in your journey and what your personal goals are. So hope that wasn't too confusing. If it was, please drop a message and I'll try and get back to you, and I'll check you guys in the next video.